Just a really great reaction from Poison Bud, dodging death points.
No fear here though. Does get called up. Air looks to move in. Sweeps out the right click damage. Warlock drops before he's going to be able to even get the rock down. What a chrono set and a star storm coming out from Always Wanna Fly. Just shreds right through Escape Gaming. And they're not done yet. They'll make their move in. They'll get Kezu too. Suddenly a wild triple kill for the one and only Faceless Void, Yoku. Voidbug, the only man left alive here, firing off rockets like a turret from the high ground here. Now a bit low into the mana. Oh, they guessed incorrectly. He heads out the other direction.
He can maybe even get the jump on the board playing ERA. Really focusing hard on the right click. Is going to go for that.
Okay, jumping from Afterlife, looking to go for Era. The follow-up is going to be Kezu with his own call, and that leads to destruction of the Fishman. Crossing paths with Era was a bit too tempting for him. Yoku's here now, walks into Kezu, gets called, and they kill him too. Back-to-back kind of handovers here. Friends and the freebies begin to fly forward. But now OD has shown up, but a nice smart boat comes out onto the Marana, and suddenly Friends lose 3.
Oh my gosh, OD's actually in a terrible spot, dude. They don't actually see him, though. He force-stabbed. He tried to, I think, pursue the Morphling and instead force-stabbed himself further into the trees, maybe as a desperate bailout. No matter the case, he is actually alive for the moment, but they will find him. There's going to be a rock. There's going to be a golem with the Fatal Bond.
Is it going to be enough here? Because meeting a wealth of damage, it looks like it could be good. But Era will be there to kind of slide on in and get the finish on the OD. The final survivor of Friends is going to be No Fear here, and he is spotted. Escape have been able to secure themselves a 5-man team wipe with Era getting a double kill there at the back end. And, well, suddenly we do have a more interesting Dota game here before us, and it's not done yet. A Golem also going to be taken here by Era. Just adds a little bit of extra frosting on top of that sweet cake.
By the first game alone, I think that there's a lot of potential for them to really show what they're capable of in future events. But now, going in, Yoku on a Yapsor, nice blade, gets the purge off quick, doesn't react in time, and Yapsor might be home free. Nope.
There's a crush, there's a follow-up. It is a bit more committed than they'd like to get that finish on a Yapsor, but look at this real nice little follow-up. As Always Wanna Fly is going to be able to jump in on the Cinderin and take him out too. Leads for a 2-0 trade, advantage for Friends, and now Friends can kind of rush on forward here and try to split as much as possible, but
across the Radiant side, and they're going for the high ground.
As they head in, Crush will be there to try to slow down these pesky Morphling illusions, but they're already going to work. This tier 3 now below half of its life. There's the jump commitment. Yoku outside, called up. There's the Taunt, there's the bow. He will be able to time walk back and away. The X pulls him right back in. Blazes will fly from Koipa, and now looking to interject. Undershock steps in and looks to just muscle down Kezu. Now he does have a buyback, but you don't want to have to be in that kind of position. Always want to fly. Oh my God, just got back. Almost goes down, but look at the possible follow-up here. They lead him with a crush, they lead him with a crush. Can they get it done? Yes, they can. Era's going to be taken down. A huge bounty going to be swung away. 4 Friends on that one. Yapsor pops his own boat. He's a running man, but he ain't going too far as they have the Yules awaiting for him, and then a crush. They'll be able to grab another. Always Wanna Fly will get that pick. There is out. 70 seconds, no buyback. Yapsor for nearly a minute. Here come Friends, back the other direction.
Net worth and experience trajectory, they're so varied between the two of them, as we actually see that Friends still have a really high experience advantage.
Moving in, Kezu now the one spotted as Undershock looks to slide up and try to get the blow. Era goes on to him, the boat will fly in. Undershock has no option but to try to turn and run, but he's not going to be able to do so. Era looks for his next target, it's on No Fear. No Fear going to be dropping the rock now, but it might have not been good enough. Yoku then sweeps in, sees Koipa, drops down the Chronosphere, and, well, is able to sidestep the Torrent. He gets all the right clicks necessary to be able to get the finish, but he himself will also get dunked, and his Faceless head goes rolling through the ground. Here comes Escape, and even though it's a game that may technically not matter in their books, they're putting on all the stops and putting out the biggest fight they can to make it count. Undershock right back in, and on the outside gets called between Kezu. The right clicks are going to be coming forward for Era, but there's going to be the last second self-astral imprisonment. They look to focus the goal instead, and there's going to be the astral drop. It's going to get the finish, taking out Kezu. They're going to be losing their Slardar. Era moves back inside. No Fear should be dropping, and there he goes. Domination right now for Era. 15, 3, and 7 on the Morphling.
I love to see the new axe build too. We were wondering about that point booster, thinking maybe Aghanim's or something weird. It is weird. It's off Green Core.
That's weird.
That gives us a 7.5 second call cooldown.
Synderen jumps in, lays down a nasty fart right in the middle of the Roche pit, and then the Rock will be there as a follow-up. Undershock, no say in the matter, gonna be quickly taken out within 80 seconds time, and now comes Escape, throwing the fight back. Yoku dropping in with the Chrono, gonna be able to catch out 3, looks to go for Yasuo first, and we'll be able to take him down. Kezo eating a lot of damage, man. The Golem, the Fatal Bond, doing a lot of serious work. We'll be able to get the finish on the axe. Yoku, who went up to the high ground, committed. Era looks to make chase, but now Era and Yoku banding up on each other. Not before Afterlife is able to step in and get off a really nice crush. Can they muscle him down? They certainly can. That's a double kill for No Fear. At the end of the day, as him and his mighty goals continue to trounce on forward, they'll go for Yaptor next. Can they bring him down a second time? It looks like they should be able to. I mean, Koikba is not making it easy at all with these ridiculous laser bounces flying through everybody, but he is the lone survivor. He will make it out at the end of the fight.
So, in the nice little arrow on
Don't do it, always want to fly.
I don't know if that's the right call.
He went in for it, and Koikba was there waiting for him, and they're going to make him pay. He'll soon to be dropped with the poison damage. Synderen laughs at him and walks with a double kill.
Don't fuck with the Tinker, man, but there's a Hex going out against him. He might test that one a little bit here. Suicide, not going to come out in time. It's going to be a gold bounty.
High tension for sure, knowing that this could be the pinnacle fight to swing the game one way or the other.
Go, go, go!
Will they going for it? The jump in the grab, but it's not going to happen. It is going to be the Void who does pick it up. Yoku holds it for now, but he's the only one alive. So can they break him down twice? The boat flies in and actually connects, but he only has a BKB pop. He looks to go for one, but he can't do enough damage. He jumps up and away, to make it out with the call. Grab! He can't do it. The Octarine Core reduced cooldown call comes into play here and stops Yoku from being able to BKB TP out. And now he's forced to retreat up north and try to find a way to weasel out from this one. Time walk, running around. He needs 25 seconds if he wants a TP. Manages to sidestep the Torrent, creeps back in, but now goes under Shadow Blade. There's another call, and there's going to be the kill. What a ridiculous game here. Finally, the Roche drops it. Takes 3 full fights around that same Roche to get it done, and just as fast as they're able to finally get that Aegis, Yoku has to hand it back over. Look inside the base! They have to drop the rocks to stop all of the mess inside the Friends hometown. Era in there trying to go for closure, but now they're looking to chase him back and away. Steps, voids the arrow, hits him off the mark with the call as he comes right back in. Laser is going to begin to fly on out, as always want to fly. Going to be kept up in, arrow goes in, gets the finish. He's going to be out, Yoku's out, always want to flies out. Odie needs 12 seconds, they're not going to be able to stop him. Escape have moved in, and Kenzie with the grab on the No Fear will certainly ensure this one. Jump in, crush, Afterlife, buyback from Always Wanna Fly. Can they do anything to stop Escape from closing out a game number 2 in which it doesn't matter and Friends have already won? I don't know, but they'll try.
There's our pulling on top of the Era. This time has buyback, has BOT. He doesn't get there. Oh, he does. Okay, he's there. Somebody's BOT got canceled, but Era's here, and he's ready to pump some damage in hard. He doesn't have a BKB though, so he has to watch out for this OG. Murano will leap out, and Benno is actually going to be going down. This OG stomps all over Synderen, pops guilty on the Era. Is it going to lead up with the hex? No, what the fuck for last word?
Triple kill for him. Era's still in there. Goes right back in for the jugular. The Ancient still stands as it begins to slowly crumble down to about a quarter of its life. Doing everything they can. There's the buyback from Undershock. He sweeps back in. And now they look to stop him out. Afterlife getting the bulk of the damage as he tries to pull the aggro away from the Ancient and back towards the fountain. Undershock doing all he can to make the stop. Era though pops his BKB, goes in for the Ancient, and says, we may not win this series, but we want to win this game, and they will get it! Wonderfully done! What a hell of an entertaining game for one that does not matter.
One that is completely inconsequential to the results of the tournament. Escape have pulled out a hell of a game 2 here against Friends. Absolutely